Hello there everyone, my name's Ayumu Kagami, and this is Hand of Fate 2. I've played a little bit of this game, but I wanted to do it for YouTube, so let's get into it. I'll stay quiet for the cutscenes.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
I never played Hand of Fate 1.
These cards represent your history, and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
The way this game works is, I don't know of another game that really does this. FTL might be one of the best examples I could think of. Dialogue parts where you get to make choices, and then action segments. And there are two different types of action segments, one being a gambit, well, not necessarily, but one being a like skill trial thing, and then the other one is combat, and you'll see it as we go through this. You stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you were determined to reclaim your... I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Your father's... Oh! Sorry. I knew I was gonna sneeze. This is the... So this is like how I can do it. Let's move closer to eavesdrop. You get to make a choice.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar.
Creeping forward, you overhear...
You will soon understand the nuances.
You overhear their leaders spouting orders. "It's simple," he says. "The idiot walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up much of a fight, and we'll get rich." "Why don't we jump out and stab them?" one retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. "Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either." Frustration rises in the leader's voice. "The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road and the place will be filled with soldiers before you're even spent the coin. We don't need the trouble." Now quiet, here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing some wares to the market. Let's leap to their defense. Draw your weapon with practiced skill. "Well," you hear the party leader, you lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done." And the left side are my teammates, the right side are enemies. And you have your basic equipment there. This one gives you a little bit more starting equipment than a lot of them do. And we'll get more into the fine-tuning of things. "Thug. Violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective." And a lot of the time when you see the new things, they'll show you what's what. So it's got Batman-style combat, with it being a attack defend, which I am apparently going to be awful at. You know what? I want to show you what it's all like. They're red. There'll be a red triangle, very similar to like the Batman games, where it'll be undodgeable. No, I'm sorry, not undodgeable, unparryable. Parryable. You can't parry it. And then green means you can parry it, and there's going to be blue later on, which means you have to smash it. Which will be is. The farmers fumble in their haversacks in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. We get 7 food. We get 5 food. And everything in the game is done with a card, whether it be events or something like that. They're gain cards, loss cards, a bunch of different cards. We'll see all of them. You fall on the food with a sigh. Shoveling bread in your mouth, you quell your hunger. Every time you take a step forward, you eat some food. And you recover 5 health from the food. Their leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. And this is the map. Not all of them are a straight shot. You are given options, but no options for me. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt, serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Ah! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly. If I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. It lowers the sack from his shoulders. Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. The goblin's voice trails off as he examines the sack. Well, I could, if I weren't a blooming giant big hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag, and his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then. The goblin pulls his last trinket. You can pick different weapons. I believe you usually can inspect them. They're all new, so we don't know what it is. Let's go with a red... No, this is how it shows it for all of them. Defense, you take less damage. There are 3 classes of weapons. Light, medium, heavy. The sword is the only one that can wield a shield with it, I believe. The axe is a heavy weapon. You can't have a shield. They do more damage. Everyone has a benefit to some degree, depending on what you're fighting and how it goes. A wise choice! I must go! There are many others I visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, a fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. You can change equipment in the inventory. Bam! Boom. Not going to change back to that one. So let's go. Finding...
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Tokens are good. They open up like a booster packy type thing when you get them. No loot boxes, though. Hooray! Your journey through the forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts, Remember, if you meet a forest folk, give me a lemon cake in the other direction. An eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. I am also the worst in the world at these. You can follow them. I look at one on either side, so I'm very bad at them. So if you know a better way, please tell me before I make 1,000 mistakes. You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of the forest. It has been 12 winters since I have had a visitor, her voice in a whisper, yet it thunders in your ear. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
So if you lose the challenge, you get a token. It's awesome. It's great.
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all. Or at least, started it all for you.
A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who had stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround the former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair shares. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Who ever heard a thief talk about fair shares? Spits one. You'll turn up. and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed anyone. Days! The leader notices your approach and waves you over. As much as I'd like to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. He greets you and whispers, keep me alive and there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble. Tell him gold cannot replace my amulet. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation, never tell them what they want. Kill my associates and I'll gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Bye. My food. Perform a quick riposte, which is a parry, and you hit attack like super quick. I thought it was just an attack afterwards. Apparently it's like I'm using a controller, obviously, as you can tell. Not interested in keyboard and mouse. Do I have a face? So, riposte will deal deal crit damage, and as you can see up in the top top corner, there. Oh, okay. Well, it's gone. That is your super gauge, I guess you'd call it. I'm showing you how not to play the game. Kick. I really like the kick. But when that activates, you can do a super attack, dealing massive damage. Especially in comparison to your regular attacks. And sometimes they have other effects. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. My name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. Wait, my name... I don't know. I'll go with the voice I had. His smile fades into the withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really! They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. He pulls the amulet out from his pocket and presses it in your hand. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh, Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? I want the eagle. I don't know if this matters, like, at all. The eagle amulet, it suits you. Your there. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. We should work together. And we have a teammate. We should probably get to know each other, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malaclips says. Tell me, where are you from? I don't know if this matters either. To be completely honest. Oh, this is just like you get to pick what your character looks like the first time. I think. Nope. Nope. We can change the color of it. Let's go with white. Nah. Red. Nah, black. I like this one. And this. Oh, this is our color scheme. No black and red. Let's go with red and green. This is our character. We're a lovely man, as you can clearly tell. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good source from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean, we friend. Oh, money to Vingus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Maya Bridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malclips has a pretty traitor hiking up the road, so it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. And you can see in the top right-hand corner, this is what our current mission is get gold for Vingus.
Let us learn what sort you are.
We can get a gold gain of 10.
Clever.
You enter a competition of strength at a fair.
The circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
A gold prize is available to the winner. The first round of the competition, your opponent is a diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. And then this is another one of them. You can roll die. I don't actually know how much of movement matters. For like what it does, or if it is just like strictly RNG. That's bad. As you can see, it says we have 1 reroll remaining. But you have to hit the target within the allotted amount of rolls. Roll is the match for your strength. He gives a disapproving backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings, then cartwheels out the door. 10 gold. You take your reward from the pursuer on his way out of the tavern while you return to the... when you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize.
Water is a symbol.
While crossing a stone bridge, you find yourself confronted by a villainous band. They're blights. We can jump into the river to avoid conflict. Well, let's do it just to show you. But you can. There a lot of the time there are choices. You can avoid conflict, or you can take it head on. Wow, sweet. Don't have to reroll. Oh, you also can't reroll once you've rolled and you succeeded, because that's dumb. Through a combination of luck and skill, you manage to avoid the worst of the river's hazards, emerge on the banks further downstream. So with it, it did say we could come back. We cannot. We've already been to that tile. There are some tiles you can revisit, but that is not one of them.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power.
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. I keep forgetting to let him talk. Please, please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Let's try and help her out. And let's re-roll this. It's unlikely we would fail it. Thank you, the woman says as you help her out with the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. We got life, we got supplies. Like the woman that gets you anyway.
Celebration made of what?
Nearing the sleepy hamlet.
The actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find a village in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over the prone lizard man. Let's ask what's going on. Friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone era, our town was beset by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He smiled warmly at the festus. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us. Why would you... Okay, there's actually a point to this. Why would you smash something that has food in it, though? The parade ends in the town square. You watch the villagers take turns smashing the statue with clubs and gathering the food and gold that spills out. Local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. He's gonna smash up food. Hell yeah, I'll smash up food. I don't know how to follow the cards very effectively. You wield a couple of your strength, however the blindfold affects your balance and bring your weapon down on your own foot. Paint cards. So, punishment for failure. Sometimes failure is just simply you don't succeed. Other times it is punishment. And there's some are much worse punishment. So.
Here we come to the end of the beginning.
You arrive at Mire Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon.
This will become a theme, I dare say.
Eventually, I'll stop trying to talk over him. You find Malaklips pursuing a section, perusing a selection of cheeses by a market. Ah, if it is my good friend Adventure, did you bring the gold? Vingus has arrived. Go to the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for seclusion or easy body disposal. Body disposal. Vingus meets Malaklips with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Vingus cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malaklips, convince me. What's to stop me cutting off your head today? You reveal your gold. Malaklips around in his pockets for some too. You lose 20 gold. Heavy satchel of rich lands at Vingus's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. Now our deal's done, Malaklips says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for any further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal, Vingus grins. You should have known. The guild would never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. So, yeah, sometimes combat is unavoidable. I'm also not going to go constantly be explaining the game just because this is the beginning. I wanted to, in case anyone doesn't know or hasn't seen anything of this game. Bigness the Crazed, a treacherous ingredient, dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is of no use here. Your fire cannot touch me. Also, there you go, Super. I don't actually know if I did show it before. But, I now know how... Oh, you also have small iframes. It is not good to rely on it. Because those iframes will betray you. Is that fire or bomb? Alright, whatever. I don't believe these guys have any, regular attacks. That is a, miracle I did not get hit. The power of iframes. Oh, finisher. Oh, donk. Oh my god, he has glasses on. I didn't see those glasses. They're pretty cool. Malaklips scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come on, let's discuss our partnership over an ale or two. And we get the token.
Well done. You've cleared the first challenge.
I get
Now we
2
can move on
items.
to the next.
I think these are set. I don't believe you get random. I'm pretty sure they're like set in stone. Cardinal Blade and Bastion of Purification. And then it'll sometimes like the Market Thief may be a multi-tier one where there is multiple steps to it before you actually get the token. And we got a companion. And because we completed that successfully, we got the Old Maiden. This game does have deck construction. I'll show off like what it looks like.
Together,
we won't go into another one in this episode. Just that way,
in the hope of awakening.
One of these days I won't talk over him. So you click on it and you make your own deck. I don't believe you can have an empty spot. Like I couldn't ignore having a companion, but I get to pick my encounters. The further you go, the more you have. You can even go back and do these multiple times and try out different ones. So if you wanted a more controlled environment to try out one of these, or a harder environment, like just for argument's sake, this needs 20 gold. I probably want a longer one so I can get the 20 gold, or maybe it requires something else. You don't know. I don't know, at least. And then it gives you a quick overview up top of what is what. But, oh, you can also, right here, you can fill up the entire deck based off the goblin. I don't know if... Here, let me just try this. I don't know if you can actually... if it leaves what I put
You
in.
may take their recommendations if you wish.
Maybe it did, I don't
It
know.
will be sufficient for now.
Whoops. Alright, well, I just kicked all the... We'll do this in the next episode. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I do sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the series. You get to check out all the other things that I have in store. And we got lots of them, hopefully. Thank you very much, everyone. And have a good night. Bye-bye!